The night has finally arrived. The noise of the world begins to fade. The voices that filled your day, the demands that pulled you in every direction are now dissolving into the distance. What remains is the quiet rhythm of your breath, steady, calm, and present. The darkness outside wraps around you like a blanket, soft and protective. The stars, hidden or visible, remind you that the universe has always been larger than your worries, vaster than your struggles. Tonight, this space belongs to you. Tonight, you are allowed to let go. There is nothing left to chase. No deadline, no unfinished conversation, no mistake replaying in your mind needs to own this moment. The Stoics, the old philosophers who lived centuries ago, knew this truth well, that peace begins not when the world becomes quiet, but when the mind decides to rest. And so, as you sink deeper into the stillness of this night, I invite you to hear these gentle whispers, not commands, not lessons shouted into the air, but soft reminders that life can be lighter, that your spirit can be freer, that your mind can rest. Imagine this moment as a doorway. On one side is the long day you've lived, the weight of conversations, the shadows of small disappointments, the rush of responsibilities. On the other side is the night, quiet, forgiving, infinite. As you stand here on the threshold, you do not need to carry the baggage across. You are free to place it down, to leave it behind, and step forward with nothing but yourself. This too is a Stoic practice. The art of releasing what you cannot change, the art of accepting what has already passed, the art of living fully in the now. Take a slow breath in, feel it expand within you, filling the chest, the ribs, the lungs, and then release. Feel the body loosen as you exhale, as though the air carries away not just carbon but burdens too. The anxious thoughts, the heavy expectations, the self-criticism you've carried all day. With every breath you step closer to silence. With every breath you arrive more deeply into yourself. Tonight we sit with Epictetus, a man born into slavery who knew suffering, who knew what it was to have life circumstances dictated by others. Yet he found freedom, not in possessions, not in power, but in the discipline of his mind. He taught that no one can control your thoughts unless you hand them over, that no one can steal your peace unless you willingly give it away. He taught that true freedom is inner freedom, and tonight, that is the gift he offers you. Picture him not as a distant philosopher, not as a figure from dusty books, but as a quiet companion at your side. Imagine him as a gentle presence in the room, perhaps seated near the glow of a small flame, his voice steady, his words simple, never rushed, never demanding. He speaks as one who has walked through hardship and found stillness, as one who has tasted pain and discovered calm. He is not here to lecture you. He is here to walk with you through the silence of the night. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is one of his whispers. How many things today stirred your emotions? How many words or glances unsettled you? How many memories returned uninvited to disrupt your peace? All of these belong to the outer world. They come and go. They arrive like weather beyond your control. Yet inside you lives the freedom to respond, the freedom to choose peace instead of chaos, calm instead of agitation. And as you lie here preparing for rest, you are already practicing this truth. You are choosing to release rather than replay. You are choosing silence rather than noise. You are choosing sleep rather than struggle. The night, then, is more than rest. It is practice. A rehearsal in letting go. A quiet training in trust. For every evening, the world teaches us the same lesson. That we cannot hold on forever, that we must surrender. The Stoics called this acceptance. We might call it grace. And in this grace, the body begins to soften, the mind begins to loosen, and sleep begins to approach, like a gentle tide coming to shore. Perhaps you feel tension still clinging to you, tight in the shoulders, restless in the chest. That is all right. It is not something to fight. Epictetus would say, notice it. See it without judgment. Understand that it is simply sensation, not identity. The body carries what it carries, but you are not bound to it. With each breath, you give permission for it to loosen, even just a little. With each moment, the grip of the day weakens. Listen carefully now. The whisper is not from me alone, but from centuries of wisdom carried through time. You are not defined by today's struggles. You are not held captive by today's mistakes. You are not imprisoned by what others said or did. You are free in this moment, in this breath, in this night. And as you settle deeper into the stillness, remember that freedom. It belongs to you always. If these whispers bring you peace, stay with us. Let this calm return to you every night. Subscribe, not as a transaction but as an act of care for yourself, as a promise that each evening you will have a place to return, a voice to remind you of what matters, a quiet space to breathe and be. For now, simply rest. The night is patient. It will not rush you. Your body knows how to let go if you only allow it. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Feel the weight of the day slide away. Let the floor or the bed hold you. You do not need to hold yourself up anymore. You are safe here. You are free here. You are at peace here, and so the journey begins. Epictetus is waiting. The night is open, and your mind is ready to rest. There is a teaching so simple yet so powerful that it can change the way you meet every day and every night. Epictetus whispered it long ago, and his words are carried to you now. Some things are up to us. Some things are not. Let those words settle. They are not just philosophy. They are freedom. Think of the burdens you carried through the day. The words someone spoke to you. The decision someone else made. The weather that shifted your plans. The way time slipped through your hands faster than you wished. You tried to hold them. You tried to bend them. But they were never in your control. They belong to the flow of the world. Release them now. Breathe out and let them drift like leaves carried by a stream. They were never yours to carry. What is truly yours? Your choices. Your response. The way you hold your own mind, that is all. And that is enough. Notice how the body softens when the mind stops grasping. Notice how the breath flows easier when control is surrendered. You do not need to shape the world tonight. You only need to rest within it. The day has already chosen its shape. The night has already unfolded its blanket. You are here within it, safe. Let it hold you. Epictetus lived as a slave. His body commanded by another's will. His fate decided by power not his own. Yet he found freedom. Not by breaking chains, but by turning inward. He discovered that no one could touch his reasoned choice. No one could command his inner calm. No one could steal his peace. You too can know this freedom. You too can feel this calm. Even if the day was heavy. Even if tomorrow is uncertain. Tonight your inner world is yours. Breathe again. Slower now. Inhale, hold gently, release. Each breath is proof of control. You cannot govern the winds outside, but you can choose to breathe deeply in this moment. This choice is enough. This choice is freedom. Imagine your worries resting on a table beside you. The deadlines, the arguments, the fears about tomorrow. Place them down one by one. You do not burn them. You do not destroy them. You simply set them aside. They will wait untouched until tomorrow comes. Tonight is not for them. Tonight is for you. For rest, for stillness, for peace. Hear the whisper again. Some things are up to us. Some things are not. You cannot control how others see you. You cannot control how the world shifts while you sleep, but you can choose calm. You can choose release. You can choose to soften into the night. Notice how the mind still wants to return to control. It asks, what if? It asks, what next? It asks, how will I manage? Smile gently at the mind. Thank it for its effort. Then remind it, not now, not tonight. This is the hour of rest. Let the waves of thought roll in and roll out. You need not chase them. You need not stop them. Simply watch them pass. The ocean of the mind settles when you stop stirring it. Epictetus would remind you, we are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them. Hold those words lightly. It is not the day that unsettles you. It is not the unfinished task that steals your calm. It is the weight you give them in your mind. And tonight you can set that weight down. Imagine the thoughts shrinking, like stones in your hand, slowly dissolving into sand. The sand falls through your fingers, and your hands are empty again, free, light. This freedom is not loud. It does not announce itself. It whispers. It waits for you to notice. It waits for you to choose. Tonight, choose peace. Tonight, choose release. Tonight, choose freedom within. If this message soothes your heart, share it with someone who longs for rest tonight. Let the calm spread further. Let the whisper travel. Now return to your breath, slow, even, gentle. The world turns without your effort. The stars move without your command. The night unfolds without your permission. You are carried always by forces greater than you. And yet within you hold the smallest, purest power. The power to let go. The power to rest. The power to sleep. Whisper again to yourself. Some things are up to me. Some things are not. The words are a key. They open the door to calm. They open the way to dreams. They open the night to peace, and now, with shoulders soft, with breath steady, with thoughts fading, You are ready to step deeper, deeper into silence, deeper into freedom, deeper into sleep. There is a freedom no chain can break, a freedom no wall can contain, a freedom untouched by wealth, status, or circumstance. Epictetus named it the freedom of the inner self. Others may govern your body. They may decide where you walk. They may decide how you labor. They may decide what is taken from you, but they cannot touch your mind. They cannot command your choice. They cannot rule your peace. This is inner freedom, and it belongs to you tonight. As you lie in stillness, remember, you are not defined by possessions. You are not defined by titles. You are not defined by what others expect. All these are fragile. All these can be lost. But the self within, the calm watcher, the silent soul, that is yours forever. Epictetus lived with chains upon his body. But when asked if he was free, he smiled. For he knew freedom is not in the hands. It is in the heart. It is in the mind. Consider the prison of comparison. How often the mind whispers, "They have more than me. They are ahead of me. They are better than me." These are bars built by thought. These are chains fastened by illusion. But you hold the key. Comparison dissolves the moment you choose to see differently. The moment you say what belongs to them is theirs. What belongs to me is mine, and my peace is untouched. Consider the prison of fear. Fear of losing, fear of failing, fear of not being enough, but fear too is only a shadow. It cannot strike. It cannot hold. It vanishes when faced with the calm flame of awareness. Tonight, look at fear gently. Smile at it. See how small it becomes under the gaze of your calm. Epictetus would whisper, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery does not mean control over the world. It means choosing your response. It means standing steady when storms rise. It means guarding the inner citadel, the quiet place no force can reach. This citadel is within you. Imagine it now. A quiet room, walls unshaken, a flame that does not flicker no matter the winds outside. Here you are safe. Here you are free. Tonight, you walk into that room. Tonight, you sit before that flame. Tonight, you remember you are unbroken. You are whole. You are free. Let the body grow heavier. Let the muscles soften. Let the heart slow. Every drop of tension leaves as if chains fall one by one. The wrists unbound. The chest unburdened. The mind unshackled. Inner freedom is not distant. It is here, in each breath. In each choice to release. You cannot govern the sun. You cannot govern the tides. You cannot govern the words of others. But you can govern this moment. You can choose peace. You can choose rest. You can choose freedom. If these whispers remind you of your strength, let this channel stay close to you. Subscribe and let us walk together each night. Now imagine yourself standing in an open field, the sky wide, endless, the air gentle, no walls surround you, no chains bind you. You stand, free under the stars. Each star above you whispers the same truth. You are not your past. You are not your fears. You are not your possessions. You are not even your body. You are the soul that watches, the soul that chooses, the soul that rests. This freedom is yours even in silence, even in sleep, even in dreams. Epictetus would tell his students, "You may fetter my leg, but not even Zeus himself can overpower my will." And so, your will remains yours. Your calm remains yours. Your freedom remains yours. Let that truth wrap around you like a blanket. Let it hold you. Let it carry you deeper. No one can take this night from you. No one can take this peace from you. No one can take this freedom from you. Breathe it in. Feel it expand within. Feel it soften your edges. Feel it lull you into rest. Your freedom is not tomorrow. It is not a goal to reach. It is not a prize to win. It is here, now, within. And as you drift, let these whispers remain. You are free. You are calm. You are whole. The chains of the world fall away. The walls dissolve. Only the vast sky of the mind remains. Only the flame of the soul burns steady. Only freedom whispers in the dark. Now rest. Now release. Now sleep. When the night deepens and silence settles across the world, the voice of Epictetus seems to drift through the quiet. His words are not loud, nor do they demand attention. They arrive like whispers, subtle but sharp. Reminders of what truly belongs to us and what never has. In these hours, when the day's weight finally loosens its grip, the teachings of Epictetus can act as both a mirror and a balm. They do not ask us to become something other than ourselves, but they gently guide us back to what we always were. free within, unshaken within, calm within. Epictetus did not write his words with luxury around him. He was a slave before he became a philosopher. Chains were not an idea to him. They were metal cutting into flesh. Powerlessness was not theory. It was life. Yet within that reality he found freedom, not by breaking his chains, but by refusing to chain his mind. He would later tell his students that true freedom begins not when the body is unbound, but when the mind stops being a prisoner of what it cannot control. This is the reflection the night invites us into. The soft darkness asks us, what are you still holding on to that is not yours? What weight do you carry that does not belong to you? These questions echo in Epictetus's own words. Some things are within our control and some things are not. A simple sentence, but one that slices through the noise of life like a blade. Think of today. How many moments of frustration were tied to what you could not change? Someone's opinion of you, the weather, a decision made by another, a past event replaying in your head. These are the external, the uncontrollable, the things that no amount of worry, no amount of explaining, no amount of pleading will ever alter. Epictetus would remind you, if you place your peace in those things, you are handing over your freedom. You are locking your inner door from the inside and giving the key to someone else. The night gives you space to see this clearly. No distractions, no noise, no rush, just stillness. In this stillness, you can separate what belongs to you from what does not. Your thoughts, your choices, your actions, these belong to you. The rest, however loud it may seem, does not. To dwell on what is not yours is to lose what is. Epictetus once told his students, "You may fetter my leg, but not even Zeus himself has power over my will." He was not exaggerating. He was pointing to a truth often forgotten. The world can bend your body, it can limit your circumstances, it can deny you comfort, but it cannot dictate your response. That is where your freedom waits, within response, within choice, within perspective. As you lie in the dark tonight, let your breath guide you back to this freedom. Inhale and feel the simple fact that your breath belongs to you. No one controls it but you. Exhale and imagine releasing what was never yours. The judgments of others, the turns of fortune, the outcomes that slipped beyond your grasp. They were never yours to own, and so you set them down. This nightly reflection is not about denial. It is not about pretending that pain does not exist or that loss does not hurt. Epictetus never told his students to suppress their humanity. He only told them to meet life with clarity, to see things as they are. If you lost something today, it was because it was never meant to be kept. If someone spoke ill of you today, it was because their judgment was theirs to carry, not yours to shoulder. If fortune turned against you, it was because fortune has always been beyond human command. You are not powerless in this realization. You are powerful because what is yours, the way you see, the way you act, the way you think, cannot be taken unless you surrender it. This is where serenity begins. Not in mastering the world, but in mastering your own perception of it. Tonight, imagine yourself walking through a marketplace at sunset. Around you, people rush, bargain, shout, chase after goods. The noise is endless. But Epictetus walks with you. He does not rush, does not bargain, does not shout. He looks at the stalls, the goods, the coins, the chaos, and he reminds you, all of this is fleeting, all of this belongs to fortune. What belongs to you is the way you walk through it. Do you walk as a slave to the noise or as a master of yourself? This is the essence of nightly reflection. To look at the day not with regret or pride, but with clarity. What choices were yours? Which did you give away? What emotions arose because you tried to control what was never yours? Which moments of peace came when you returned to what is? Each night, these questions are like gentle teachers guiding you back to freedom. In practice, this reflection can become ritual. Before sleep, close your eyes and ask, what today belonged to me? Write it down if you must. Then ask, what today did not? Release it. Do not carry it into tomorrow. If you carry what was never yours, you will always feel heavy. If you carry only what belongs to you, you will always feel light. The mind left unchecked clings to shadows. It obsesses over what might happen, what could have been, what others think. Epictetus invites you to step back, to remember that shadows are not chains. They only become chains if you believe they are real. The truth is simpler. The only real chain is your own judgment. Change the judgment and the chain dissolves. The night then is not empty. It is full of lessons, full of whispers, full of reminders that freedom is closer than you think. It does not demand wealth. It does not require status. It does not wait for the future. It is here, in this breath, in this thought, in this choice. So tonight, let Epictetus walk with you into sleep. Let his words echo softly. No man is free who is not master of himself. Ask yourself gently, where today did I lose mastery? Where tomorrow can I regain it? These are not questions of punishment. They are questions of awakening. And as you drift deeper, let go of what was never yours. Hold gently what is. In that holding, in that clarity, in that surrender, you will find freedom. Not the freedom the world promises, but the freedom that can never be taken, never broken, never lost. The freedom Epictetus carried even in chains. The freedom you carry now in the quiet of your own heart. You have walked with Epictetus tonight. You have heard his whispers. You have carried his wisdom into your heart. Now the night holds you gently. Now silence surrounds you. Now peace becomes your companion. Epictetus would remind you one last time. Freedom is not in the world around you. Freedom is within your soul. No one can steal it. No one can bind it. Unless you give it away, tonight you have chosen to keep it. Tonight you have chosen peace. Tonight you let go of what does not belong to you. Breathe softly. Release gently. Let the body sink into stillness. Let the mind float into calm. You do not need to solve tomorrow tonight. You do not need to carry yesterday into this bed. All that matters is this breath. All that matters is this rest. Epictetus whispers, do not demand that events happen as you wish. Wish them to happen as they do. Then your soul will find peace. Let the words circle you like a blanket. Let them warm you. Let them soften you. Let them cradle you. You are safe. You are free. You can rest. Every worry drifts further away. Every thought grows quieter. Every burden falls gently to the earth. What remains is only stillness. What remains is only peace. What remains is only you, untouched, free. The world outside sleeps. The stars keep watch. The night sky whispers its own hymn. And you, here in your bed, join that hymn of silence. Breathe slowly. Breathe deeply. With each breath, you enter a softer place. With each breath, you enter a safer space. Epictetus would remind you again. No man is free who is not master of himself. And here, tonight, mastery is not effort. Mastery is release. Mastery is trust. Mastery is surrender. Surrender to sleep. Surrender to peace. Surrender to the night that welcomes you. There is nothing left to hold. There is nothing left to resist. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be free. Whisper to yourself now. I let go. I am safe. I am free. I rest. Repeat gently in your heart. I let go. I am safe. I am free. I rest. Let these words become softer with each breath. Let them dissolve into the rhythm of your lungs until the words fade, until the thoughts fade, until only peace remains. The night accepts you. The silence holds you. Sleep opens its arms to you. Let yourself fall. Let yourself drift. Let yourself be carried like a leaf on the water. There is no struggle now. There is no fear now. Only peace. Only stillness. Only rest. Epictetus smiles in the shadows of your mind. His voice is softer than ever. Remember, it is not things that disturb you, but your thoughts about things. And tonight, thoughts are silent. Disturbance has ended. Only quiet remains. Let that quiet become deeper. Let it become darker. Let it become sleep. You are safe. You are free. You can rest. Every part of your body relaxes. Every muscle loosens. Every breath is lighter, feet heavy, legs soft, arms still. Eyes closed. Mind open to sleep. The day has ended. The night has taken over. The soul rests. The body heals. Sleep is wisdom. Sleep is freedom. Sleep is peace. Let yourself enter it fully. Let yourself sink completely, like a stone sinking through still water, like a star falling into the sky, like a whisper fading into silence. This is your freedom. This is your peace. This is your rest. If these whispers brought you calm, let them return to you every night. If this voice carried you to peace, let it stay close. Subscribe and walk with us again. Each night a new whisper. Each night a new peace. Each night you and Epictetus together in calm. Thank you for being here. Thank you for resting with us. Thank you for letting peace enter your soul tonight. Now sleep deeply. Now rest fully. Now dream freely. You are safe. You are free. You can rest.